Hey, Mr. Bayer and the guys at PreSonus. This is user CK with a video response to my question about the CPU glitching in Studio One Pro. And I'm sorry about the video quality. This is about as good as I have right now. And I wanted to take a video like this instead of with something on the computer, like a screen capture, so that I could talk in real time and explain things. I just opened up Studio One Pro to just a song that I usually just kind of listen to and work on just to try to get better at things. And I just want to show you guys one thing really quick. My Wi-Fi is off. I'm not connected to anything right now, and also my virus protection, which is Bitdefender 2011, is also currently off. That's why it says warning, 5 issues are affecting the security status of this PC. I've got all the active virus stuff turned off. I'm just going to play at first just one part of the song that gives problems with the CPU glitch. Now, for right now, I have it going through the Windows Audio Sound Driver, and I'll do it once with that. Well, first of all, I used to use the Windows Audio Sound Driver a lot for mixing because it's got a better response curve than the output of the audio box, which is the preamp that I have. But I used to use it all the time, and it never gave me this problem until a couple of months ago. And so I'm going to do one little segment here through the Windows audio driver, and then the next one I'll plug in the speakers to the audio box and I'll play it through there. So this is the common part of the song where I was talking about in my support request about where the CPU glitch happens the most right after the vocals. And here, I'll see if I can give a good listen to that, and then I'll show the CPU usage, and hopefully you'll be able to hear the sound well enough. And it will keep doing that until I sometimes click back in the middle of the vocals. Here, I'll do that this time. And now I'm going to click back onto the vocals, and it goes back to being normal, which is kind of interesting. Now, sometimes this will randomly occur if I'm monitoring like me playing guitar or something, if I'm just playing live. And sometimes, when I'm trying to get that glitching to stop, if I just click into other parts of the song, it'll occur in all the other parts of the song, and sometimes I have to close out of Studio One in order to get it to stop and then come back in. One interesting thing, though, is if I mute the vocals and I play through that same part, there was no glitching. However, I have gone through and I have isolated each plugin on the vocals, and none of them seem to be causing any CPU problems or any glitching on their own. And it happens in other songs, even songs without vocals, with plugins that I don't. There are some plugins on these vocals that I don't use in other songs, and it still happens in those songs as well. This is just one example, so I'm pretty sure it's not that, but that is an interesting point to show. That was with the Windows audio driver. I'm going to stop now, and I'm going to change to the, I'm just going to unhook my speakers out of my computer here really quick and put them, I have a 1/4 inch to 1/8 inch adapter for my PreSonus audio box, so I can use my speakers straight out of it instead of having to use headphones. And now I just plug those speakers in, and I'm going to go and change the audio box. I have sample rates and resolution rates pretty low, just to see if it can help out. I have the system performance normal, application priority to normal. I do have all the CPU cores enabled. I can disable one of them. Usually that doesn't really do a whole lot of good, as well as the 64-bit versus 32-bit processing. That's never seemed to be a problem as well, and also the sampling size has never proved to do anything as well. So now I've got it switched to the audio box. Let's make sure the volume's okay here. Alright, that should be loud enough. And the biggest difference between the audio box and the Windows audio driver is with the audio box, the audio just cuts out and the CPU meter spikes instead of getting that awful distortion. But let's see. Hopefully the volume's loud enough. Let's see if this will work. And there just went the audio. The CPU is maxed out. The little red thing is not hitting, but it is at about 100%. And it actually stopped itself. Even though the bars are still playing, the meter is not going any further. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to make about that. Also, it starts playing immediately again, and now it's kind of frozen up a little bit. It won't even... There we go. Okay, and it stopped again, and I'm going to click back on the vocals. And it took a minute, but then it engaged the sound back in. Not really sure what to make of that. I am running the newest build. Let's see if I can about Studio One. I am running the newest build, 1.6.2 build, 13,889. I am running that. I've got a quad-core CPU, so there's nothing about my CPU that should be affecting this. But yeah, I'm just using some basic plugins on this. I've got the core player for a flute part earlier in the song, which came with Studio One. I've isolated that. That doesn't seem to be causing the problem. I have the Presence instrument track, which also does not seem to be causing the problem. And then I have the Easy Drummer by TuneTrack that also came with my audio box. And I've got all three of those on, and also the Guitar Rig 3, which came with it. And that's pretty much it. And then I have some reverbs on the vocals and other than those and the default Studio One plugins, that's about all I have on this song. Not really sure what the problem is here. Hopefully you guys can figure it out by looking at this video. If you need a different video, an on-screen video of some sort, or anything else I need to show you, just let me know. And thanks a lot, guys, for helping me out with this and taking the time. It's really been frustrating me, and hopefully I can get back to doing this here soon enough. But thanks again, and like I said, if you have any more questions or if you need another video, please let me know.